What's good, YouTube? That's me. Damn it. Alright guys, here's what's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm back with part 2. I did not expect part 2 to be so long after part 1, so I do apologize. I just literally have not had the time. As you can see, everything behind me is still empty. Now, what you're not going to see behind the camera, basically the rest of the room is finished. This is literally the last piece, the icing. Don't look up here. I still got a second last piece. But today's video, part 2, you've been waiting for it, you've been asking for it. Thank you guys for the love on part 1. It was really fun to put that one together, and you guys really seem to enjoy it. So I'm excited to do part 2, and part 2 is going to be for all the loyal Dragon Ball fans, you know, the core of this channel, what makes up the viewership. We're going to be putting together all my Dragon Ball displays. So this is not a, you know, building a Tournament of Power display. This is not building a Saiyan Saga display. This is literally building every Dragon Ball display. So this video is going to be epic. Epic. Man, who says that anymore? What a loser. Anyways, guys, this video is going to be a banger. Make sure you leave a like on this video for part 3, which will be the final part of this series. It will be the full room reveal, everything put together. I'm really happy with the way this room has turned out. This will be, like I said, pretty much the final piece. So I'm excited to get this done. I'll be working on this for most of the night tonight. We'll see how much I get done. I might have to like piece in the last few shelves on another day, pick the camera back up. But yeah, guys, thank you for all the support. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We do a ton of Dragon Ball content. And let's start walking through what we got to do today. All right, let me start by turning the lights on. Here's how the displays are looking. So some of them are finished. We did a lot of these in the first part. So the Star Wars one is finished. The Marvel one is finished now. I just recently picked up this Iron Spider. Shout out to Sal and Essos Hunters. He had pictures of this on his Instagram, and I was like, yeah, I need that. So had to pick him up. So this one's a little bit different than what you saw in the last video, but really like the way it looks. The My Hero setup is also done. Definitely need a couple more figures for this one, but it's pretty much the same as it used to be. And same goes for the Naruto display. Again, definitely need some more figures. Kakashi's probably next on my list of figures I want to get. Dragon Ball Superhero, also finished. Only one figure. And Demon Slayer, also finished. Tweaked it a little bit from how it looked. I think I tweaked it a little bit, yeah. In this case, pose is a little bit different, just from how it looked in the last part, but for the most part, still the same. I think the next one I want to get is Shinobu, but hopefully they keep making more figures for this Figma line. And here is the only other Dragon Ball display that I have finished. It is, of course, the original Dragon Ball. And yeah, guys, this is kind of what I want to do with all of my shelves. This one is way different than what I used to have. It's got a lot more going on, a lot more dynamic posing. So that's going to be my goal today. Some of the shelves I do want to keep sort of similar to what they were, just because I like them so much. But I'll walk you through this one. We've got Mercenary Tao in the back. We've got Goku fighting Krillin, Goku up in the air, Chi-Chi over here, and then kind of like the first episode recreation, the meeting between Goku and Bulma. I just love the way this one turned out. So yeah, guys, we're gonna be hoping to sort of match this energy, match this level with everything that we're doing today. So we've got Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Android Cell Saga, Buu Saga, Battle of the Gods, Future Trunks, Tournament of Power, and Broly movie. The two that I'm thinking I'm probably gonna keep pretty much the same are actually these two right here. The Broly movie and the Buu Saga. I kind of recently redid them before we took everything down, and I had really liked how they turned out. So we're gonna keep that for the most part. But yeah, guys, let's start putting some figures on the shelf. Saiyan Saga. What I'm kind of hoping to do, this one's a little bit tough because the Great Ape Vegeta is going to take up so much room that there's not too much I can do differently. I really love the pose I used to have of Piccolo defending Gohan. What I kind of want to do is have Goku sort of like in that fighting pose when he's about to fight Vegeta and have them sort of interlocked, and then just maybe find something else to do with Nappa. So let's grab those figures and let's start to play with this one a little bit. Okay, next up we're going to be working on our Namek Saga. This one was kind of my least favorite before, so I want to try and elevate it a little bit. I think I want to try and get Goku fighting Frieza. I've kind of toyed with the idea of swapping the heads on my MUI Goku so that I have like the shirtless Goku, and then using the UI head on like the blue shirt version, so it's kind of like the manga version of the UI. So I might try that first, and then if I don't like it, we'll just go back to what we already have. But I think I want to create kind of like a more dynamic pose between Frieza and Goku that'll kind of make this shelf stand out a little bit more. I definitely need more figures for this one too. I want to get that new Krillin and that new Gohan in their like Saiyan armor. So I'll work on getting a few more figures, but let's see what we can do with what we have so far. Okay, for the Android Cell Saga, I have no idea what I want to do. The figures are going to stay the same, like what I have in here. I might try and repose them a little bit. I think at the end of the day, I just need a couple more figures for this one. So we'll see what we can do with this. This one too, I want to kind of change up a little bit, so we'll see what we can do with it. Again, no real clear vision on what I want to try and do. We'll just see what we can. I'm just gonna start posing stuff and looking up pictures, and we'll see what we can get to. All right, this is the last one that I really need to think about because the Broly movie one is going to be pretty much the same, but I don't know what I want to do with this. This one's hard because the way I had them posed last time was so like intricate to get so many figures in one display. This is definitely the most figures I have in one VTOF cabinet shelf thing. But I do kind of want to bring back that old Jiren versus Goku pose. So I'm just gonna have to start playing with this one. We'll see how it goes. I want to get, if I can, try and get some more dynamic poses, but I know that's gonna be tough with so many figures. So we'll just see how this one goes. All right, guys, and here it is, the finished product. Man, I'm so happy with how everything has turned out. The whole room isn't finished, so I'm gonna do a part 3 of this series, which is the entire room. You can see I still got some boxes here. I only got about half of the pops up there, but the Dragon Ball, the Detox, all that is finished. So here it is at the end of the video. But yeah, man, like this is, I think, the happiest I've ever been with my collection for a number of reasons. I would say, I think number one, the biggest one, is that I had all my figures packed up in boxes for like 2 months. So now I finally got them all out, finally got them all on display. And then I think 3 is just the way I have everything posed, the way I have everything set up, I think is the best I've ever had it. You guys are always telling me, get more dynamic poses. I'm a big fan of the museum poses of keeping things clean. So I was kind of like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm here to say you guys were right, man. I went way more with the dynamic poses. I actually wanted to do more, but I ran out of flight stands, which I'll get into a little bit. But yeah, man, thank you guys for always, thank you for convincing me to do this, because I'm really happy with how it turned out. But this obviously is a different video. This isn't like my normal Dragon Ball collection update videos where I, go through every shelf. You guys saw the whole process of me putting together. So I'm gonna be quick on this because I know this video is already gonna be super long. So I'm just gonna go shelf by shelf and just kind of talk about why I did that. And then hopefully a little while from now, I'll do like a full collection update. So here's the OG Dragon Ball. The biggest thing for this one, the biggest change was adding Mercenary Tao. He kind of becomes his new focal point, so I felt like I didn't need the Nimbus anymore. I still wanted Goku and Krillin to fight, but I wanted something a little bit more dynamic, get a little more height. I think that looks really good. And then I love this right here, Goku and Bulma from basically the first episode. Saiyan Saga, I said this one's tough because Vegeta, the Great Ape Vegeta, takes up so much room. But I wanted to have Vegeta and Goku engaged. I didn't want to have everybody in the museum pose. And the solution I came up with was moving Piccolo. He's now in a different spot. So we still have Vegeta in the back, a little bit of a different pose. I kind of like this one a little bit better. And I really like the way this whole shelf looks as a whole. But let me know what you guys think about that one. Moving over, man, this used to be probably my least favorite shelf. It might be my favorite now. It's definitely up there, one of my favorites. First thing I did was get Goku and Frieza fighting. Now you guys might notice this is not the normal Goku that I have. I made this whole video creating the awakening Goku from the anime where he's got the blue shirt using the demoniacal fit Goku. That's no longer the case. This is actually the MUI body. I stole the belt back, and then the head is still a demoniacal fit head, but that is more in tune to the anime when they're actually fighting. So I wanted to have that so that him and Frieza could be fighting up in the air there. And then I brought Piccolo over here. He's back on his, sort of native planet. And then we've got Kaioken Goku, and then First Form Frieza and Ginyu right in the front there with all the Dragon Balls. Definitely a few more figures I want to pick up for this one, but hopefully you'll see those in the next update. Here we've got the Cell Android Saga. This one needs the most work. You guys probably saw when I was putting this together, I had 17 and 18 both on flight stands. I thought it looked really dope, but then I realized I didn't have enough flight stands and I needed those for the Broly movie display. So I still got them kind of in action poses, like they're fighting, not just standing there. But they're not on flight stands anymore. We've of course got the Dragon Star Cell. We've got Trunks up there, switched it to the Super Saiyan head. I definitely want to get that new one to sort of replace that one, or maybe I'll do one with the base hair and one with Super Saiyan hair, and then Krillin here as well. All right, moving to the Buu Saga. Not much here. This one is basically exactly the same. I just switched the pose on the Great Saiyaman. There's a lot of yellow hair in this display, but I think it looks okay for now. Over here, Battle of the Gods. Similar to what I had before, but I just kind of changed up the fighting pose. You can kind of see both of the figures a little bit better. And then I put Whis up there on that rock. I think just a little bit of an upgrade, a little bit of an improvement. But still a pretty simple display, but definitely room here in the front. With that new Vegeta coming out, I'll definitely have to get a couple. I want to put one there so he can kind of be raging. Over here, man, I love this display. So only 6 figures, 3 separate fights. Definitely still need that future Trunks, but we have of course got Vegito and the Fuse Zamasu fighting right in the middle. And then we've got Zamasu versus Goku Blue, and then Goku Black versus Vegeta Blue in the back. Yeah, man, super clean, simple in a way, but I mean, everybody's on a flight stand in this one. So let me know what you guys think about that one. All right, moving on, we've of course got the Tournament of Power display. This was always kind of my best one. It has changed a little bit. So first of all, Goku now wearing the blue shirt, which you might be saying he never wore that in the anime, but he did in the manga. So I really love the manga look of MUI. So I kind of went for that look. I think it looks dope. Kefla's in the same pose. I brought this one back. This was always my favorite pose, and you guys always loved that one as well. Goku like jumping over Jiren and trying to kick him, and Jiren's dodging him. And because this one took up so much room, everybody else is kind of in a museum pose. So you got Hit, Vegeta over here, 17, 18, and then Goku and Vegeta in the back. But still, to me, looks super clean. Not a ton of room for more figures, which was always the case. But yeah, I like the way this one's looking. Now, I'm so used to saying last but not least, because this is always the last one I do, but I have so much more now. But here's the Broly movie display. Has not changed at all. I guess little minor changes, like just in terms of flight stands and whatnot, but still definitely need Golden Frieza for this one. Maybe a second Whis would be cool here. Let me know. I do want to get that new Broly as well, like the black shirt Broly. I think he could fit in here pretty perfectly as well, so maybe I'll do that. Let me know what you guys think is missing for this one, but overall love this display, so that's why I kept it. And then over here, not much to talk about. Dragon Ball Superhero. I only got Gohan right now, but super excited to get Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan, assuming they ever release. Let's get a release date, Tamashi, please. Another one that did not change at all is the Naruto display. Same with the My Hero display. Let me know in the future for the Dragon Ball updates if you guys want me to include these ones as well, or if they should be either separate video, or if you just don't want to see them at all. And then down here we've got the Demon Slayer display, very similar to before, but of course we added Kyojiro. My Chainsaw Man display, not much to see there yet. And then honestly, probably my favorite additions to the display is the Marvel and this Star Wars setup. I used to have these just kind of on a bookshelf before. And I don't know, I kind of lost appreciation for them. I sold a lot of my figures. So these are just kind of, you know, my favorites that I have kept, and now that they have a proper display, I just love them so much more. The newest one is that Iron Spider, as I mentioned in the video, but love the way this display turned out. And same with the Star Wars one. My always kind of like difficulty with Star Wars is that there's so many eras. So my sort of excuse here is that this diorama is based on Mandalore. So we have the Siege of Mandalore and then everybody else from the Mandalorian, even though Boba Fett, that's technically the OG trilogy one. So there you have it, guys, my full Dragon Ball collection, I guess, figure collection, everything in a DTOF now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this style of video of me like putting stuff together rather than just showing off the full collection every couple of months or whatever we usually do, let me know. It does take a lot more work to like log everything, but if you guys like this style, I can try and do it more often. Even if I just feel like rearranging one display, if you'd like to see stuff like that, let me know in the comments below. But I'll definitely keep up with the traditional Dragon Ball collection updates. And then again, let me know if you want to see all this kind of stuff at the bottom, or if you just want me to keep the Dragon Ball stuff in those videos. I'll kind of think about that as well. But thank you guys for the support on part 1. Hopefully we get the same amount of support on part 2. I'm sure we will. You guys always crush it, especially on Dragon Ball videos. And like I said, part 3 will be coming out soon. Just got a few, like I said, very minor things to touch up, and then I will spin this camera around. You'll be able to see the whole room. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you for part 3. Peace.